Well, the South African Consulate in the Nigerian city of Lagos remained closed on Wednesday following protests against a wave of attacks on migrants in South Africa. The consulate announced the closure on Tuesday, and South African media reported that it was likely to remain closed until Thursday as a security precaution. There were also protests outside the South African High Commission in the capital, Abuja. At least 7 people have been killed in the latest wave of anti-immigrant violence to hit South Africa, which began almost 3 weeks ago in Durban, a coastal city in the Zulu heartland. African governments, including Zimbabwe and Malawi, repatriated hundreds of their citizens from South Africa last week due to fears of further xenophobic attacks. Now, for more details on the consulate situation in Nigeria, joining us on the phone from Lagos is journalist Cynthia Areh from our partner Channels TV in Lagos. Hello, Cynthia.
Hello, Victor. How are you today?
I'm fine. And now, how bad were things in Lagos in front of the consulate such that it prompted the closure of that office?
Well, the protests were more intense in the capital. As you rightly said, the capital, that's in Abuja, that's the head outside of the consulate and South Africa High Commission. So in order to avoid or to contain the situation, they had to shut the consulate down for at least today, between today and tomorrow, because if we see protests surface in Lagos, I can let you know for certain and firsthand that it will be a lot more intense than what we anticipate or what we saw in Abuja. So in order to avoid that kind of situation, that's why it was closed.
Yeah. Now, why has there been such a reaction by Nigerians in Nigeria as compared to perhaps other African nations?
Well, the question should be, why should we not react? Why should Nigeria not react the way we have? We're seeing these attacks that are somewhat senseless because if we're going to be fair, South Africa also has businesses here, and the big ones. I can actually drop some names. I'm talking MTN, MultiChoice, for instance. And these big wigs, when it comes to business, were very quick to condemn the attacks because they knew that if they lost Nigeria in terms of business, it would be a very big deal. So we're seeing a case of Nigerians working in South Africa and potentially being attacked when we're not attacking the South Africans who own the big businesses here and saying they're taking our jobs. No. People are clearly upset about what's been, and they're also seeing the situation of the South African government handling the situation with kids' gloves. And instead of attending to it immediately, instead, we're seeing the government pushing against reprisal attacks instead of, curbing the situation. Now, I mean, on Sunday, what we saw happen
Cynthia,
with the Mozambican who was stabbed to death.
Yeah.
So people are very upset in Nigeria because we feel like our own brothers are being killed over there. But we're not, South Africans are not being killed in Nigeria.
Cynthia, has there been any official response from the Nigerian government?
Any official response or complaints? Yes, there has been a response, several responses since last week. Lawmakers, senators, the Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, they've all responded. The Nigerian federal government has done its own response as well. We've seen all types of responses. In fact, I would say that Nigerian authorities responded a lot quicker than South African authorities.
Well, Cynthia.
That's true.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Cynthia. Cynthia Areh of Channels TV reporting from Lagos.